Japan is an interesting country to visit. Located in East Asia, Japan is one of the most popular tourist destinations. It is a country that contains historic and beautiful temples and shrines, delicious cuisine, and innovative technology. One of the world leaders of technology, Japan is forward-thinking, yet also has deep ties to culture and tradition. It is also home to over a dozen World Heritage Sites. Did you know that Japan is known to have the world's highest life expectancy? In 2019, there were 2.31 million Japanese over the age of 90, with over 71,000 of them being over 100. So, have the Japanese discovered the secret to perpetual life? Japan is a country with a complex and ancient cultural heritage, yet today it is one of the most advanced countries in technology and innovation since 1950. Japan gives a great deal of attention to education, and the country is one of the most literate in the world. A distinctive awareness of natural beauty and interest in shape and balance are obvious. Japan is extremely clean. Streets in Japan are immaculate, even in Tokyo, the capital, and a massive megacity, all streets are spotless and litter-free. That being said, how does Japan accomplish this? It's all about their mindset. The Japanese very seldom leave trash on the streets. Additionally, volunteers of all ages clean the streets for the simple reason that they want to live in a tidy city. Tokyo is the world's most populated city. The Greater Tokyo metropolitan area encompasses 3 areas and is home to Japan's capital, Tokyo. Tokyo is estimated to have 38.14 million, rendering it the world's most populous megacity. Tokyo is a city that will blow your mind. It is an enormous city, but once you understand how it works, it is easy to get around and plan each day to perfection. It is hectic and crowded, where one minute you can find yourself among the masses in the Shibuya district and then the next to be in complete harmony and serenity during an early morning visit to a traditional Japanese temple. Japan has canned foods restaurants. Japan is also a great destination for canned food fans, as numerous restaurants and bars specializing in this food culture. Mr. Kanso is the most popular chain of such restaurants. The shelves of these restaurants have a diverse array of canned foods from around the world. The variety on the shelves ensures that even the most discerning guest will find something new to try. And speaking of canned food, Japan is filled with vending machines. You'll find them everywhere on the streets, selling everything from sake and beer to tea and food. Japan has a high life expectancy. Japan is virtually tied with Hong Kong in terms of average life expectancy, at 83.6 years and 84 years. Numerous people attribute Japan's long life expectancy to the country's historically healthier diet than Western countries. Their diet includes a greater amount of fish, less red meat and more vegetables, in smaller portions. The Japanese hot springs probably have a lot to do with the long lives in Japan. These hot springs, known as onsens, are frequented by the Japanese for their healing properties. Japan has many active volcanoes. There is a total sum of 110 active volcanoes in Japan. Scientists track 47 of these active volcanoes due to recent eruptions or an eruption possibility. Each year there are over 1,500 earthquakes. That is correct. Japan is located on top of or adjacent to 4 distinct tectonic plates. The Pacific, Eurasian, North American, and Filipino plates are the tectonic plates. Side note, I've actually been in an earthquake in Japan while working years ago in Yokohama. It was scary. Japan is one of the world's most earthquake-prone countries. Most of these earthquakes are minor and unnoticeable, but large and destructive earthquakes do occur from time to time. Japan is home to the deepest underwater post box. A cool Japan fact is that Suzami is home to the world's deepest underwater post box. Suzami is a well-known fishing town in Wakayama Province. The Guinness World Records recognized the town's deepest underwater post box in 2002. The post box is 30 feet underwater and has collected over 32,000 pieces of mail since 1999. Mount Fuji is not only Japan's highest mountain, it is a sacred site for the Shinto religion since the 7th century. The cool thing is that Princess Kanehana Sakaya is the kami of Mount Fuji in the Shinto religion. The cherry blossom is her symbol. Japan has ice cream that does not melt. This one of the Japan facts for kids. The non-melting ice cream will apparently take several hours to melt. Imagine the kids, this is definitely the best one of the kids' Japan facts. Yummy. The discovery occurred by accident while scientists were experimenting with the chemistry of strawberries. That was to aid farmers impacted by the 2011 earthquake. The Portuguese were the first to visit Japan in 1543 when they arrived at Nagasaki's port. This initial Portuguese visit signaled the start of the Nanban trade period, which spanned from 1543 to 1614. During this time period, the Japanese and Portuguese traded freely. Another shocking revelation from this era is that the Portuguese introduced tempura to Japan. Tempura has since grown to be one of its most popular dishes. Japan has a highway that passes through a building. In Osaka, the Hanshin Expressway runs directly through the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors of the Gate Tower building. In reality, the building's employees are unaware of the highway as the walls and floors are soundproof. Also, the highway doesn't physically touch the building. Sure, there are lots of roads that pass under buildings all over the world, but this is different. The road connects two elevated highways, passing through the Gate Tower building 5 stories up. The last emperor in the world. Japan is the world's only country with an emperor. Even though the Emperor of Japan wields little power and primarily serves as a symbolic figure, they remain an integral part of Japanese tradition. Thank you for watching. 菓子したかきくけこんなにもさしすせソフトクリームごぞ